Welcome back. Before we take a look at the day's business news, let's take a look at the stock indices across the GCC. And in our top business story, Dubai developer Nakheel has signed a contract for nearly 375 million dirhams for the construction of the point at Palm Jumeirah. The company has appointed Gulf Technical Construction Company, GTCC, a subsidiary of Drake & Skell, to build the 800 million dirham, 136,000 square metre complex, which will be located at the tip of Palm Jumeirah, opposite Atlantis. The point, due for completion in 2016, includes a diverse range of shopping, dining and entertainment facilities, including a spectacular fountain display. It will be accessible via the Palm monorail system, which will soon be connected to the mainland tram system, while water taxis will shuttle visitors across the bay from nearby hotels directly to the Point Marina. The Point is one of the several new Nakheel developments underway at Palm Jumeirah. Others include Nakheel Mall and Hotel, the Boardwalk and Palm West Beach. The second annual Port Management Strategy Summit concluded today. The two-day event focused on the developments in the regional and global ports, planning and optimization, sustainability and expansion. According to summit's organizers Fleming Gulf, the event is a reflection of the evolution of ports worldwide. In the region, GCC countries are looking forward to massive port developments in the coming years. According to estimates, it has been allocating $36 billion to further develop their port infrastructure due to increasing foreign non-oil trade volumes. The UAE, for instance, is witnessing tremendous growth. Dry Docks World recently announced its Green Mega Jackup Rig project, the Dubai Expo 2020 NS, while the United Arab Shipping Company, UASC, revealed plans of setting up an LNG bunkering station in the Middle East. This will allow its new giant box ships to refuel on outbound and inbound legs of the Asia to Europe trade. Captain Eric Atkinson, president of the International Harbour Masters Association, said this event provides a critical platform to continue learning about the new trends, processes and best practices. This is an important learning process for ports such as the Fremantle in Australia, which is looking at expansion to handle 3 million containers in the next decade.
One of the things that we're looking at is when we build this new facility, the things that we will need to incorporate into that facility to accommodate the change in the maritime industry. For example, will we be putting in holding tanks for LNG as the fuel of the future? Will we be putting in the systems to cool down the ships? In other words, the ship comes to the berth, shuts the ship down, connects to the shore power and runs off the shore power. Wind-generated power. These are all the things that we're listening to and hearing here, which are applicable to our future port expansion. So these are the ideas, the concepts that we take back. We heard very clearly there that LNG is a fuel of the future. We're not ready for LNG. And if we're not ready for LNG, what does that mean in regards to the ships coming to our port? So we have to incorporate all that into our port expansion.
Asia's ports are also developing as fast as its economy, while the European Commission recently announced a new initiative to improve operations at 319 European seaports and aims at reducing congestion across the EU. Among these is the Baltic ports, which according to Bogdan Oldokowski, Secretary-General of the Baltic Ports Organization in Poland, is efficient and have intermodal connections from the ports to the markets. He hopes to share the expertise to the GCC and Middle East region that's witnessing a dynamic phase at present.
The business, the port is growing here. It's much faster than in Europe. We had a very interesting discussion yesterday about the port management models. So you can see how the ports are being organized, and you can even discuss how the ports should be organized here. And I hope some of the ports can learn from the European experience. You can see that the port management models, desired model is the model when the ports are also penetrating the hinterland, the market. So they have to also cooperate with intermodal, with rail services to provide the best services for their clients.
RAK Properties, Ras Al Khaimah's biggest property developer listed on Abu Dhabi Stock Exchange, has announced net profit of 151 million dirhams for the year ended 31st December 2013, compared to 147 million dirhams in 2012. This was announced on the sidelines of the Board of Directors meeting. The board proposed 5% cash dividend for the year 2013. This proposal will be presented for ratification at the annual general meeting of the company, due to be held on March 6, 2014. Mohammed Sultan Al Qadi, Managing Director and CEO of RAK Properties, said, "We are satisfied with the company's performance in 2013. And we anticipate stronger performance in 2014. In 2013, we handed over 192 residential units, including villas, townhouses, apartments and commercial offices in Mina Al Arab and Julfa Tower in Ras Al Khaimah and RAK Tower in Reem Island in Abu Dhabi. The leasing of residential offices and retail space has seen a noticeable increase, and this improvement is expected to continue during 2014. He added that in 2013, the company set up a customer service centre in Julfa Towers and also opened a full-fledged sales office in Mina Al Arab project. Air Arabia has strengthened connectivity with Egypt with the launch of non-stop services to the country's capital, Cairo. The new service from the carrier's primary hub in Sharjah marks Air Arabia's 5th destination in Egypt and 90th worldwide. From 27 February 2014, Air Arabia will offer 3 weekly flights to Cairo. Flights will depart Sharjah International Airport on Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday at 1 p.m, arriving in Cairo International Airport at 3:20 in the afternoon. Return flights will depart Cairo at 4 p.m, arriving in Sharjah at 9:20 in the evening local time. Adel Ali, Group Chief Executive Officer of Air Arabia, said, "Egypt is a key market for Air Arabia, and by strengthening our connectivity with the country, we are further contributing to the growing bilateral ties between the UAE and Egypt."